Welcome back to another motherfucking video. Today, we're going to be reacting to the Pooh Shiesty situation. I know, you heard all the hullabaloo. It's a lot going on, and we keep our ear to the streets. We just got to see what all this is about. Let me see if I can handle it. Gucci, if you see this, it's Pooh Shiesty. If you see this, call me. Everybody say hey to YouTube. Another day with the best community in the community. Let's get right into it. What's up, everybody? Damn, I feel alive. Everybody say hey to YouTube. YouTube, you are so cute.
I'm rocking with y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're gonna be speaking on how Pooh Shiesty.
What does that say on his neck? Is that a Super Bowl year?
How Gucci
he got Super Bowl neck. Sorry.
How Pooh Shiesty's father
alive.
is a government informant.
His neck alive.
This is gonna be one of the craziest videos of 2026.
It is?
9 individuals, including well-known musical artists, kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint numerous victims at a music studio in Dallas, Texas. 8 of the 9 were arrested yesterday in Dallas, Memphis, and Nashville. These
individuals
who were charged and arrested include...
But I ain't gonna lie, this is so crazy. I'm not gonna try to pause too much, but this is so crazy that this man get out of jail and like within 3 months he already committed this type of crime to get back into jail. Bro brought everybody back with him.
Lontrell
like,
Williams Jr.
He brought everybody back to jail with him, including his dad.
Before sun up, when they first heard a boom, it was then followed by shouting of from the agents who were saying that they were certainly executing a search warrant. I can tell you, after that boom, there was a back door that was breached.
The back door. Fucking Charleston White.
And gave his testimony. Come on over here with me, Gucci. It ain't all right.
Gucci don't know you, nigga. And what I will say is, they saying somebody been snitching since 2009. I don't know how Whack 100 always get all this information, but he get it. He got it. TMZ Whack 100. He's saying somebody been snitching.
Come on. Yeah, this ain't that ain't.
That's what I'm saying. Turn the music off.
Press charges on their ass.
Flashbangs would pop off the federal search warrant.
FDO, FTF, fuck the feds. First day out, fuck the feds.
On April 1st, 2026.
What'd he say?
Next day, the United States.
Please tell me that they pull out your pockets, Kenny man.
9 individuals, including well-known rappers, were federally charged with kidnapping and robbing.
8:30. Pass me that Drake.
Numerous victims at a music studio in Dallas, Texas. 8 of the 9 were arrested in one day, including Memphis rapper Lontrell Williams Jr.
8 niggas?
AKA Pooh Shiesty. His father, Lontrell Williams.
His dad?
Memphis rapper Rodney Wright, AKA Big 30.
Rodney?
And 6 others. A 32-page sealed criminal complaint would state on January 10th, 2026, at approximately 4:50 p.m., 3 victims were kidnapped and robbed.
And this is the last time I'm gonna try to pause it, but I will say, robbing Gucci Mane out of everybody in the entirety of this industry or the world is just like, I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. It's just like street credibility goes a long way, and he's been solidified since at least 2010 gang. So I feel like even him going back to jail is not gonna be very safe for him in there, because niggas look up to Gucci. Niggas listen to Gucci for their whole lives, and I don't know, people be crashing out behind shit like that. Niggas that never met Gucci will poke them up.
3 victims by their initials, RD, MM, and BP.
I ain't gonna say I'm sorry, but this got to be the dumbest crash out situation I ever seen in my life.
46-year-old Atlanta rap legend.
Because bro, like, why not just get a lawyer? You got money. Pooh Shiesty has to be up at least 5 M's. Like, he's up at least $5 million. He has to be. I know he went to jail early on in his come up, but Gucci been making a lot of money off the nigga, and I know it's like a tension because of how he handled Big Scar situation, and Big Scar is Pooh Shiesty cousin, and he took the chain back that he gave to Big Scar and shit like that. Niggas just don't like. But bro, to get released from this label, bro, I don't get a fucking lawyer. And even if you can't get released, bro, play the cards right. A lot of these niggas that's been in this industry, their first deal was shit. So it's like, bro, you can't use that excuse and just try to strong arm your shit and think you was gonna be good and live. What did he think was supposed to happen after?
It's Gucci, man.
Like, Gucci was just gonna let that slide and Gucci was gonna let that slide and not try to blackball him. Like, bro, even if you like got away with it, he's gonna try to fuck up your money in the industry, and he has some type of pull in the industry. He been doing his thing. But I know there's also tension because Yo Gotti wanted to come and pick the artist up, and he didn't want Yo Gotti to have the artist, and there could have just been that type of tension. I don't know. It's a lot of politics.
Dallas, alongside Gucci's head of security and an additional security officer for a scheduled meeting with Pooh Shiesty, who'd been signed to Gucci's 1017 label since 2021. The meeting was scheduled.
Nigga said nobody want to sign to Lake Lanier Records in 2026
and wished to be released from the label, so he asked Gucci to meet about business. At approximately 1:45, Gucci and his team arrived at the meeting location, a music recording studio within a larger office building. Upon entering the building, they realized the recording studio was closed. In the meantime, they went to a nearby liquor store. Pooh Shiesty's father, who's more commonly known throughout the streets of Memphis as Mob Boss, ran an independent label named Mob Ties Records. Boss would call the owner of the Dallas recording studio at 2:53 p.m., trying to book the studio for Shiesty and Gucci to record music. This was over an hour after Gucci had already arrived. 22 minutes after the call, the studio was open to Gucci and his team. A short time later, Mob Boss could be seen on surveillance video speaking on his cell phone outside the building before entering. At 3:39, a production employee would arrive while Pooh Shiesty and his father were
This nigga knows every detail by the minute, by the hour. Holy shit.
In the back of the office building, engaged in what appeared to be an argument over the phone. Just minutes later, Shiesty, along with his father, Big 30, and 6 others, would enter the east side of the building, walking through the lobby and into the studio. One of the suspects at a later time can be seen exiting before shortly returning with a bag slung over his shoulder.
Oh, hell no.
All 9 suspects entered the
That's the bag with the guns.
room, where inside the victims were watching a football game. Gucci
Who played on January the 10th? Who they probably was watching? Probably the Detroit Lions or something.
Security was positioned in the lobby while the other guard remained in the vehicle. The victims overheard Pooh Shiesty talking on his cell phone, possibly with his federal parole officer, stating that his caseworker had given him permission to be out on rec time. From what the victims could hear, Shiesty was told on the phone that was not the case, and he needed to return immediately, to which he agreed. At the time, Shiesty was wearing an ankle monitor. Gucci would tell Shiesty they can reschedule their studio session, but Shiesty asked to speak with Gucci privately in the attached recording room. Gucci would enter the room with Pooh Shiesty, his father, and Big 30. The 2 other victims would—
I ain't gonna lie, that's already sketchy. Like, he asked him to reschedule, and the nigga say, I just want to just meet with Gucci.
Shiesty asked to speak. Gucci would tell agreed. At the time, and he needed to return immediately, to which he agreed. At the time, Shiesty was wearing an ankle monitor.
Dumbass.
Gucci would tell Shiesty they can reschedule their studio session, but Shiesty asked to speak with Gucci privately in the attached—
That nigga was fiending for it.
Gucci would enter the room with Pooh Shiesty, his father, and Big 30. The 2 other victims would remain with the 6 suspects, even offering them drinks as 2 of the suspects accepted and poured up. Inside the booth, Shiesty pulled out a contract termination letter telling Gucci to sign it, releasing him from the label. Gucci refused, Shiesty became agitated, and the 2 began to argue. The 2 victims could see the conversation play out, and one of them saw the conversation intensifying, so he texted Gucci's head of security, who was still in the lobby.
The fuck?
While arguing, Shiesty instructed Big 30 to get his bag. Quick pause, because this might actually help you out. If you've ever needed—
No, it's not. Fuck, nigga. Help yourself.
Come back and the bag.
The fuck?
And Shiesty would pull a
Piss me off today.
aiming it at Gucci and demanding again that he sign the contract release paperwork. Gucci—
That nigga's gonna be— I'm gonna say this now. That nigga's gonna be signed to 1017 for the rest of his life. He's never getting off of that contract now, and he's never gonna see another dollar again, and Gucci's gonna make all his money.
Being held at gunpoint and unable to leave.
All because he wanted to get out of his label? Yes, indeed. Yeah, he wanted Gucci to sign, like, release him from 1017. I'm pretty sure he wanted to sign to Yo Gotti, because Yo Gotti, this is what always happens. Gucci don't handle his artists well. He don't promote them. He doesn't do anything for them. Yo Gotti be trying to come and scoop these niggas up, and obviously Gucci Mane and Yo Gotti beef, and Gucci Mane killed Yo Gotti's friend. So A lot of tension there. He doesn't want his artist to go over there. Pooh Shiesty was making Gucci Mane the most money, so I don't think he wanted to let him go ever at all for that reason. And he's not letting him go to Yo Gotti so he can get him lit and make him money and shit. It's a lot of politics into this. I'm not gonna lie.
Leave the room. Complied. Signing
and Big Scar, because Big Scar is also Pooh Shiesty's cousin, and you know they took his chain back after he died, and it's a lot. Like it's saying how he helped to pay for the funeral, etc.
While Shiesty's father and Big 30 stood by. Big 30 took out his cell phone and recorded Gucci signing the paperwork while being forced to say he released Pooh Shiesty. Paperwork. Bye. Big 30 took out his cell phone and recorded Gucci signing the paperwork while being forced to say he released Pooh Shiesty from his contract. After signing,
I don't understand what that was gonna do. Like strong-arming him in a video, you're just incriminating yourself, and you're not really getting evidence that you got him to release you on his own accord.
Pooh Shiesty would take Gucci's wedding ring, watch.
These niggas, bro.
And whatever cash he had.
What the fuck are you gonna get with Gucci Mane's wedding ring?
The paperwork to his father.
I ain't gonna lie, the jeweler probably gonna call Gucci Mane immediately. You try to turn that shit, and you take that shit to a pawn shop if you want to, nigga.
If it was good, to which he replied, "It needs
black
to be
truck
dated."
following your ass.
So Shiesty forced Gucci to write the date next to his signature. As Shiesty, 30, and Mob Boss exited the recording room, the 6 remaining suspects pulled handguns, AR, and AK pistols and began robbing Gucci's 2 associates.
The fuck?
One victim, identified only as BP, would have his pockets ran and his wallet removed by who he identified as CMO Damn Fool, one of Shiesty's goons.
CMO Damn Fool.
His 1017 chain would be taken by another man he knew as Glizzy 375. Glizzy would repeatedly threaten to shoot him for moving, but Shiesty would instruct him not to. According to the victim's statement to
Don't shoot him,
police,
Glizzy.
he witnessed Big 30 pointing a cell phone at Gucci within the booth, but assumed he was taking pictures for social media. Victim BP further identified Baby Slime 375 for holding him and others at gunpoint.
Damn.
Victim BP and victim MM would identify KD 375, who they also recognized, as he can be seen on social media with Pooh Shiesty.
All his friends going to jail with him, bro.
At gunpoint. Victim MM is rumored to be Matt Marzal, who goes by the name
Cameraman
of Mars. He's a Chicago-based photographer and has been Gucci's personal cameraman for years. It was also Matt who texted Gucci's head of security when he saw the conversation within the recording booth intensifying. Matt was choked from behind almost to the point of losing consciousness, resulting in scratches.
Man, they scratched up Matt. Matt don't do shit.
He'd be robbed of his Rolex watch, a Louis Vuitton bag containing multiple high-end watches, and his wallet. He'd confirmed to police his Louis bag wallet and AirPods all had an Apple AirTag.
Nah, Matt want his AirPods back. Matt not fucking around. Give him his AirPods back.
And watches.
He said they took my AirPods too.
He'd confirmed to police his Louis bag wallet and AirPods all had an Apple AirTag attached.
Oh, AirTag.
He was also able to identify.
Oh, there was an AirTag, like he didn't have an ankle monitor on. Oh man.
His robber by his Instagram handle of Twin CMO.
Damn, he knew they Instagrams.
While the robbery was taking place, Big 30 walked to the door leading to the lobby, closing it and blocking it with his body, preventing the victim.
His body? He blocked the door with his body? Well, I could see how that could happen.
But Gucci's security would see what was taking place.
That door was blocked.
Both of Gucci's security guards would draw guns, attempting to force themselves in as they partially opened the door, only to see that they were greatly outgunned.
What the?
Gucci was pushed onto a couch, causing
I'm just saying.
They were going to be
that's a lot of blocking. The door. That's a lot of blockage.
Placed the barrel of his Draco to the back of BP's head, ordering him and Gucci to leave the studio through the west side of the building. Gucci then instructed his security to escort them to their vehicle. As the victims left, Gucci's cameraman turned to Pooh Shiesty and asked if they were really taking his watches.
Hell yeah.
That would provide police with the last AirTag locations, which was revealed to be the parking lot of an apartment leased to Pooh Shiesty's father, where Pooh is believed to have been residing in Frisco, Texas. Federal investigators would recover photos of the suspect vehicles, a white Buick Enclave, a black Hellcat, and a black Dodge Ram with a roll bar.
They have pictures of every location of every spot that they did every single thing.
According to law enforcement databases, Big 30's father owns a 2020 Dodge Hellcat in Tennessee.
Damn.
And license plate readers would place it in Texas during the relevant time period of the robbery and traveling with the two other suspect vehicles. The white Enclave was found to be a rental rented by none other than Shiesty's dad.
Them boys might be
Federal investigators would find surveillance video of Shiesty's dad at a Staples printing out what they believe to be the release contract an hour before he arrived at the studio.
See, me personally, I would have got away with it. That's just me, though. I'm just smarter than this. If it was me, what I would have did is...
The feds would also link all suspects together by cell phone GPS coordinates.
I mean, seriously, though, you can't expect to get away with shit when they got AirTag on everything and ankle monitor come on. Shit, and where do you sleep, man? No, I ain't gonna lie. Ankle monitor gang, like... And it's just he's a dumbass. You're up the most money. Why are you getting your hands dirty? Him and Big 30 should have never been there. They should have got somebody. They should have... I'm sorry, but they should have set up this meeting with Gucci and had all the other crash out niggas there and do that. They supposed to be the ones throwing their life away, not Big 30 and fucking Pooh Shiesty. They're not even supposed to be there. I'm not gonna lie. They're not supposed to be there at all. They're not supposed to be able to be reached by telephone at the time. They're supposed to be somewhere eating at a restaurant where people can see them.
Four of them would have to take a Greyhound bus from Texas back to Memphis.
Low key, bro should have never said no to Pooh. Like, what the fuck? I mean, it's like he don't want to release him from his label because he's making him the most money, though. And it's like, you signed a contract when you started. People be getting out of the terms of their agreement, whether he's not promoting you correctly or he's not handling your career right. Bro, you signed a contract, however many years ago it was, whether you don't like it or not, get a lawyer to handle it, and then you go about it that route. A lot of these artists had fucked up first deals, but they don't shoot at their fucking rapper the rapper that they're signed to. So imagine if Sofago shot at Travis Scott.
These goons
like, come on, man.
A left
robbed them. Travis Scott.
Thumbprint would identify the two suspects that took drinks as they left their prints on the red cups.
It's kind of like it's his
victims
bro.
Obviously knew who Pooh Shiesty was, and Gucci Mane would be listed as one of the victims who identified Shiesty as wearing a Nike mask and hoodie.
I ain't gonna lie, they saying that that Gucci Mane identified Pooh Shiesty though, like he pointed him out. That's kind of snitching.
Robbery. Gucci
they already did all the hard work for the feds though, like they snitched on themselves, but a confirmation though, I don't know.
Every suspect was able to be identified.
That's ridiculous.
By their Instagram handles.
Bro, that's wild, bro.
He would be described as Shiesty's right-hand man. Damn Fool lives up to his name, as he could be seen leaving wearing Gucci.
His face wide as shit.
Fool.
Damn, look at his chin, big as fuck. That nigga got a TV in his chin. Holy shit.
Lives up to his name,
wide chin ass nigga. He like a Wii character.
Cameraman's Louis bag. He then posted a video to Instagram wearing one of the stolen watches, and another picture would show him wearing the same sneakers worn in the robbery.
Bro, GG.
Quinn, who choked out the cameraman, would post multiple pictures of another stolen watch,
GG.
even the 1017 chain that was taken.
GG.
Shiesty and his team executed a coordinated armed recording studio takeover, temporarily kidnapping fucking Gucci Mane, robbing the shit out of him and his team, making his security look like bitches, and leaving the scene without
OMG, chill before they hawk you down. Chill, twin.
Only for Gucci and his team to fully cooperate with police, leading to a federal takedown and kidnapping charges. More charges can be expected as yet again Pooh Shiesty is alleged to be a felon in possession of another Draco after having just finished a prison sentence
30 passed me that Drake.
Someone in the ass with a Draco.
In a green, he already did it. He already slid one time in a green Lambo. They sliding in high fashion.
For conspiring to and committing kidnapping. And I can only imagine what else the feds can add on with all the firepower and priors they had. It will also be interesting to see who chooses to cooperate against who, as Pooh Shiesty's father is no stranger to the feds.
He already's released. He's out on bond.
Mob boss was indicted on drug charges and would be sentenced to 70 months in prison after receiving a 5K1 sentencing reduction for his ongoing and future cooperation with the government.
Damn.
Meaning he was snitching and agreed
cooperating.
to keep snitching. So this whole fucking case is snitch nasty. Gucci just fucked over Atlanta as the most rat-infested city in hip-hop.
Damn, that's how you feel, nigga? Chill, damn.
To the list of snitches after Young Thug gave investigators.
Damn, he saying they name with hella emphasis after Gucci Mane. Damn.
Gucci just fucked. So this whole
Damn, he hates these
case
guys.
is snitch nasty. Gucci just fucked over Atlanta as the most rat-infested city in
after
hip-hop,
Young Thug,
adding himself to the list of snitches after Young Thug gave investigators the longest interview of his career. Gunna flipped on Thug.
Damn.
Gunna did Crime Stoppers. T.I. started the Crime Stoppers wave, and Gucci is best friends with QCP. Gucci would even jump on live after the federal takedown was announced. And you think he'd talk about how he's far from the streets and too rich to
I think that's crazy too that he went on live after this.
But instead, Gucci was talking about the exact opposite.
That it happened.
He'll smoke whoever steps to him.
Yeah.
He doesn't believe in telling the police shit, and he's keeping it street. The exact opposite of what he did.
Yeah, I think that's crazy.
I'ma smoke you. Yeah,
That's what
tell nobody.
I didn't know if that. I didn't know if this live was real. Like, I didn't know if it really happened after Pooh Shiesty had got arrested. This doesn't even seem real. But like, I don't know. It just seems suspicious. Like he's projecting.
None of that shit. Only thing I believe in is don't tell the police. Keep it in the street.
Nigga teeth big as hell.
Some are even now pointing out Gucci's old interview speaking on Jeezy, trying to get him killed.
So that situation that we were just talking about with the charges and so forth, do you feel like it was a setup because cats came like after you, like they was coming to get you?
Yeah, I think it was a setup.
Okay. Do you have any indications on who it might be? Have you heard anything on the streets? Just whatever you feel in your own heart?
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, ain't too many people got the motive to do some shit like that. I just like a detective, learn, you know what I'm saying, look at the motive, who has motive to do it. And this fuck nigga, the only nigga has motive.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay.
Straight up.
So it's real serious when we talking about like actually
you talking about
like set somebody to take someone's lives. It's on a whole nother level. It's past just the wax.
It's like I guess they scared of competition.
Now Pooh Shiesty just fucked himself after committing the dumbest robbery with his dad being a whole government informant, and Big 30's big door blocking ass is now facing life.
Damn, like imagine how much door he can block.
Just because he wanted to be there. Never mind the goons that came up on watches but needed a bus pass to get home. A case that no one expected, and one of the fastest crash outs we've ever seen from a
That's what I said. The fastest crash out I ever seen in my life. This is the fastest crash out in history, bro. He got out a couple months ago, and he did this shit damn near 2 months later.
Prison
with the ankle monitor on.
Last time we'll ever see Pooh Shiesty in the free world.
Nah, for sure.
Now,
most likely, that's fucked.
Hearing Gucci,
she talking about he might be able to block the mall doors. That nigga can block the Walmart doors with his big ass.
I was in disbelief. Gucci has been one of my favorite rappers.
He must be able to block the mall doors.
One of the main rappers I listened to in high school.
Hell yeah. And, damn, let me through. Let me out.
Paperwork.
Yeah, Big 30, please.
And then like 3 minutes later, I got over it. I mean, what the fuck do we expect in 2026? This man's
these niggas telling.
Years old.
Yeah. I don't expect him to be a street thug. He rich.
You know what I'm saying? They took his wedding ring, whatever other shit he
Taking
had.
His wedding ring is crazy
he goes
too.
Live talking about he'll smoke somebody. He should have smoked.
I'm saying that like robbers got integrity. Like just take everything else. Leave his fucking wedding ring. Damn. What the hell is your problem? They're fucking robbers. They don't have integrity.
Pooh Shiesty. You know, it would have been a bang out. He really wouldn't have won that situation. I don't know why his security wasn't in the room with him. But Texas self-defense, yeah, he would have got off on that. He should have had some shit on him. You can tell he did not expect this at all. Nobody did.
Where does Gucci Mane even live right now? You mean with these niggas in Texas?
Nobody even believed him. Because they were like, ain't no fucking way they playing with Gucci Mane like that.
That's why I didn't believe it at first.
Gucci Mane got did dirty. And it's 100% confirmed he's cooperated. Not only did he identify what Pooh Shiesty was wearing and identify
that's crazy.
30 by his Instagram, how do you think the feds know exactly what took place inside of that booth? None of the other witnesses were in there. and
Facts.
they couldn't hear what was being said.
That's facts.
If you're in
Even
a
the
music
cameraman they
studio,
robbed.
You can't hear what they're saying in the booth if you're not in the booth and they're not talking
Like
on the mic.
the fact that we know it's about, damn, that just makes so much sense. The fact that it even got out that it's about a contract agreement or a contract arrangement, damn, that kind of just put it into perspective because nobody else. Remember he said he asked him how. He asked him to meet with him in the studio privately. Just it was Big 30, his dad, and Pooh Shiesty in there with Gucci. And the fact that we know that they forcing him to sign the release paper. Well, I guess the cameraman did see him arguing with them, but they don't know what it was said or whatever. And then he told the security, but it was only them in there. So the fact that we know the details about it, and he just gave the time from 1 a.m., 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. of what happened, them calling the everything. Yeah.
That means Gucci was the one that told them. We went in there. We started arguing. He pulled out this piece of paper. I said no. He tells fucking 30 to go get his bag. He pulls out a fucking Draco, took all my shit. Gucci told the police all of that information.
That's kind of, he had to say something. He definitely told him something. That's crazy.
What the fuck is Atlanta gonna do about it? Not a goddamn thing. We know that.
Fuck you want me to do about
Everybody knows that. You know,
it's not my problem.
Ain't nothing anymore.
The hell you want me to do about it? You want me to? What you want me to do, nigga? You want me to go talk to Gucci? The fuck?
A lot of the rappers that we looked up to, Gucci being one of them, was against all of that shit. And that's why these videos are so important, because you can be young and dumb as I once was, riding around listening to these songs, toting guns
facts.
like they're doing in these songs, committing crimes like they're rapping about in these songs,
throwing your life away.
For you to get caught, for you to keep that shit real, for you to get sentenced to all that prison time.
Life.
And the motherfucker that influenced you to live that lifestyle
not on that.
is a fucking rat.
Not on that.
And that's the cold
they want to be free
about this shit. Do I give a fuck about this case? No.
Yeah, you do.
I really fucking don't. Am I the biggest fan of Pooh Shiesty? No. I like a couple of his songs, but this motherfucker's a crash out. End of story. He's the
biggest one ever.
This is the stupidest fucking crime I've ever heard of. You did this shit while you had on an ankle monitor.
That's wild.
Literally, bro. What, 30 minutes after you got off the phone with whoever, and they're telling you, yo, you do not have permission to leave.
Damn.
You need to go home now. All right, bet. Let me rob Gucci Man first, and I'll be back. What?
Like, bro.
The fuck is wrong with you?
That's crazy.
And this is what I want to know.
I can't get over. Why does he have a live throat?
After this many years just went by, and then he robs and kidnaps the label owner of the label that he's signed to. So there's no label backing him. You know, there's no crazy amounts of money behind him.
Yeah, he's cook. He got to use all his own bread now.
Do you think
when he should have just did that in the first place?
Afford a lawyer that is gonna get him a decent deal? Because there's no such thing as beating this case. I don't give a fuck.
There's no beating this case,
I'll bet everything on it. I'll bet my chain on it. I'll bet my YouTube.
I think he do got the money. I think he does have the money to like get a good lawyer. But bro, he should have did that in the first place.
The internet lawyer that's always, oh, how'd he do it if he's on a monitor? They would have been got him. He was on the fucking monitor. That's why they have all this information. All you had to do was read the fucking thing instead of acting like you know every fucking thing. And he's fucked. The amount of evidence they have in this fucking case, he's gonna get hit with more charges, guaranteed. You know, they're saying he upped the Draco, whatever the fuck, unless they need more proof than that. That's a firearm charge right there. It's an enhancement of punishment if guns were used during
kidnapping
this thing.
charge.
All 3 witnesses are saying that they had guns. The 2 security guards are gonna testify that they had guns. Fuck, Gucci Man himself might testify. What's worse than having somebody say you did it? 5 people say you did it.
GG.
But let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comments.
I'll let you know right now. This case is crazy. Like he said, this is the biggest crash out I ever seen in my life. The fastest crash out. Pride is the devil. J. Cole's right. He already made it. Like, this is similar to me. Similar to the King Von situation. And I think, bro, like, he's going to have to use all his money on a lawyer now anyway, and it ain't going to get no good lawyer anyway. But, because what lawyer's finna take this case and have that on their record anyways. But he should have just got a lawyer, figured out the terms of the agreement, and then worked out the rest of that deal, whether he only drops this much music, that much music, or whatever the case may be until he gets out of that deal. Bro, this is just a nasty situation. I'm not going to lie, but Hey, kids, if you're watching this, don't be like these rappers. Don't listen to what these rappers is telling you and selling to you. Music that sells is what's going to get pushed the most. So don't be getting influenced by this music out here. Enjoy the music and keep going on with your life. Have your own goals, your own ambitions. Stop being influenced by celebrities and rappers that you only see when they're promoting something to you. Stop doing that. I'm telling you. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. W video. And I guess everybody say bye to YouTube. And until next time, YouTube, signing out.